It is. Hey guys. Y'all know I gotta do this. Oh, where's this thing? There we go. There you go. Hi guys. Tonight we talk about credit, myths, and secrets. So comments, all the people you know that's having issues, you know. I'm about to spill some tea, step on some toes. Tonight is gonna be real good. Because I said, you know what? Y'all think I'm playing. I see you. Y'all think I'm playing about this, about being a financial coach. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give my Facebook family and friends some tea. I said, what is everybody always worried about? All the emails I've been receiving is all talking about credit. I want to get my credit right. I want to get this right. I want to get that right. Talking about credit. So I believe that y'all just, you know, y'all need some help, some encouragement to share the word that I am a financial coach. So I'm going to give y'all some free, info tonight. So comment, ask questions, tag some people, invite some people, however you do that. I don't even know how you do that. Y'all see my email is tagged at the bottom. If you have any other questions that I don't, didn't touch on tonight, just email me there. And also, let y'all know, I decided to set up a private group that's for invites only, or you can invite somebody who's already in the group. They have to take it really serious because I'm just not going to be doing, spams and all that, people being rude, people who are not trying to look for financial freedom. That's what the whole thing is about, financial freedom. Dang, you just rolling in the questions. Let me give y'all the tea first. Then you ask questions. I was just playing. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna get to all that. But like I said, this group is a safe community where I want just a small group of people, to feel free to, if you don't, a lot of people don't use emails. I realize that too. And I just wanted to create this small group right before I launch my business, so you will feel free to ask questions on there without feeling judged, or just maybe you just have a question that somebody else in the group is an expert at, or they experience and they can talk about it. Just a little small group for a certain amount of people. So the people who are serious, don't send me nobody who is 16 or 12 years old talking about an invite. It's not that type of group. It's for serious people who are serious about their finances. If you're not serious about your finances and want to get better and want to help others meet their goals and stuff like that, then It's not your type of group. But let's get on with the show, because I was waiting on some views, but I know some people don't like to click in, but they like to watch. Yeah. So, okay. Credit, myths, and secrets. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody wants to know this and that about their credit, how it decreased, how it increased, what did it mean, and you know, first thing you say is, I don't know nothing about it, I just know every time I go apply for it, they said I could get denied. And so at the first of the year, y'all seen it, everybody and their mama and cousin, grandma, everybody was talking about, come to me and I'll repair your credit for you. And then you realize now they only took a few things off and you still left with, you know, kinda okay score, but it's not nothing significant like they were saying, like, we're gonna get you to an A++ credit score, you know, we're gonna get you to an A+ credit score, and you know, it's a legit business, but you can do all that stuff at home. And that's one of the things I teach you with my financial coaching services, is you can stop paying them people $200, $800, however much y'all pay for that stuff, because I'm not paying for it. You can do that stuff at home, and it's easy. You just have to be willing and ready to get that stuff corrected the right way. But if you're lazy and you want somebody else to do it for you, then go ahead. I'm telling you, go ahead and pay them folks $800, $600, or $100, $200, and then your credit's still looking like it is. So if you want to do that, then do that. That's why I said free trial. I will help you get there. Still offering a free trial. But okay, I know y'all tired of me talking. Y'all were like, what's the tea, sis? What's the tea? So, first thing we're going to talk about is, we're going to break down what is your credit score. Okay. Then it'll kind of help you, you know, picture what do you need to work on in your own situation. So, first up, 35% of your credit score is, somebody write in there, 35% of your credit score is payment history. That's the most important part of your whole credit, the whole thing. You know, if you paying on time, is you making the payments? Did you miss out? You know, just anything that got to do with your payment history. Is it old? Is it new? Are you paying too much? Are you paying too soon? Are you paying too late? Are you, it's the rates, all that's in payment history. 35% of it is. So, the most important thing you need to know about that is that keep you in that 35% good range is pay the minimum amount on the due date. Pay the minimum amount on the due date. Now, if you're in a situation where you have, you know, you already then killed your credit. Let's say a credit, we're going to use credit card for example for this whole thing, credit card. And anything else, it applies to this too. If you got a bank loan or any type of car loan, anything else, you got any of that, then it is applied to this. But in this example we're going to use tonight, we're going to use credit card. So, if you have a credit card and your limit is, we're going to say for the night, $1,000, and every month you've been buying something, and now your credit limit, how much you got left is $100, so that means you didn't max it up to $900. So, you saying, okay, somebody told me I got a credit card, $900, I done spent $900 on it, and now I'm just gonna make these monthly payments, and you know, I'm just gonna be fine. No, you're not. Because when you get a credit card, and first thing you gotta make sure is you paying it on time, and make sure you have it automatically coming out of your account, out of your checking. And I always say this, out of a separate checking from your main checking. Do not set up automatic payments for credit cards from your main checking account. Get you a separate checking account with the same bank. They'll let you have two or more checking account, and name it bills, and put that money in there. They're probably going to say $25 a month. Put that money in there and let it draw out on the due date. That's fine. That's excellent. But the thing is, you need to pay that down some more, which we're coming up to the next one, usage. You cannot be over 30% of your total credit line. We're just using one card, but if you have two cards, both of them are $1,000 credit line, and you maxed out, you maxed out one, so you got one that's $1,000, and then you got one that's $900, which we were talking about. You have exploded the credit limits for anything. When you go to apply for something, they're gonna say, no, denied, no, denied, no, denied. You know why? Because you have to stay under 30% of the credit limit for all your cards, all your bank loans, all your stuff that you have credit line to. You have to stay under 30%, which brings me to 30% of your credit score is usage, your usage, which means, let me put it, how much you owe compared to how much you can owe. Let me say it again. How much you owe to how much you can owe. 30% of that, you got to keep that at 30%. Anything under 30%, you can walk up and go and get approved for another credit card if you want to. But I don't suggest that. So let me go back to this main credit card I was talking about. You got a $1,000 credit limit, and you just spent $900 of it. So the first thing you got to fix is you got to make sure you are paying on the due date the minimum amount to make sure that its credit history is good. But the only thing that'll make that not even worth looking at is what I said, the usage amount. If you are over 30%, they're not going to look at it. They're not going to be studying it, because you done basically maxed out of your credit limit. So you have to work and get it down to 30% of the whole total. So when you get it down to your 30%, I advise you at home, if you are now at home saying, dang, I done maxed out my card and I'm not even close to the 30% of the total usage I could be using, go home and, like I said, open up a separate checking account, because let me tell you this, credit cards, bang, anybody that you have done a contract with saying that I owe you this month, that month, this day, that day, have the right to garnish your checks. They have the right to sue you, and they also have the rights to get more money than you signed up, that you thought you signed up for. So if you thought, because $25 is enough, and you got it set coming out of your main checking, and you have $1,000 in there, and you owe them $900, and they felt like you was going up and down, like you pay this month, but you won't pay that month. You'll pay this month, but won't pay that month. They have the right to go in there and get their $900. So I'm telling you to be safe and open up a separate account for your bills only, and put that money in there and have it automatically on that date come out. But if you're you're a person who is trying to delete all debts, then I advise you to keep that minimum payment on the due date. Keep that coming out every month on time. Also, pay either before that due date or after that due date. Extra payment. If you $15,000 in debt and you want to pay before, after, whole month, every day, then you do what you gotta do. But I advise you to do that to cut down the debt that you have occurred. So if you want to pay before or after that due date, but always keep the main due date. The main due date helps them regulate that you are paying something on time, and it's recorded that you're paying on time and you're paying the amount. But if you're trying to chop down that $900, then you can pay before or after. Then we come to another section, length of credit, which is 15% of your credit score. So this is the tricky part, because everybody think, okay, when I get my credit score right, this is how I'm going to do. I'm going to pay off all my debt, then I'm going to leave everything alone. I'm going to start chopping up cards. I'm going to delete this card, and I'm going to do this and do that. You just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. Pause. Please. Pause. 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 Slow your horses. Okay. Once you get your credit cards or whatever you have in order to, I guess, zero balance. Just say we got the $900 down to zero balance, and you saying to yourself, I'm never getting myself in another credit card. I'm not opening up no more credit cards. I'm just going to chop it up. Don't do that. Do not do that. I'm going to say we had this card open for 10 years. Yeah, we're going to say and I had this card open for 10 years, and I'm tired of paying debt, and I'm just going to chop it up. I'm going to cut it off because I don't need it anymore. No, do not do that. Do not do that. Because length of credit is 15% of your credit score. You need all those old cards. Even if you paid them all the way to zero, you still need them, because when you open up an account from, I guess, let's say you had credit card, like you said, from 10 years, then you just open up a new baby that you really like, they add all that up, all the length of time that they been open, add it up and divide it, and that's your credit length. So if you chop off your 10 years, you chop off your 7 years, you chop off your 4 years, and just leave your 1 year baby, technically you are a newbie in the credit system. Like, they're not gonna, if you go to the bank, they're not going to say, okay, let's look at your credit length. You're trying to apply for a $10,000 loan, but you're new, your credit is new. So we can't give you this loan because your credit is new. Your credit is good, but your credit is new. That's because you closed all your old stuff up. You closed off all the stuff that you worked hard for, that you thought you were helping out yourself, just getting it back then. And then when you get down to the place where you try to delete debts, you cut it off. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That helps you. That helps you. So when I advise anybody who has old credit cards or then had some for years, pay them off and charge something small, something about $50 to $25 to that card, and let it automatically pay itself, like I said, in that separate account, automatically pay itself every month. Netflix, or some of y'all get those monthly bills for subscriptions and stuff. Put that on there and let it automatically come out, and let it do its own little thing every month. Promise you, it's gonna build your credit. It's gonna build your credit. First of all, you're paying on time, and you're keeping it under 30%, and you're still using it, and it's your oldest card. Come on, bam, right there, your credit score is going up, up, up. So, like I said, the length of time. If you feel like you need to cut off stuff, just don't do it. Think about it. Now, if it's something a year you done had for a year, or you done had for 2 years, then okay, pay it off, and you feel like you don't need it no more. Okay, you can cut that off, because it's not going to really affect your average. But I'm saying something that you done had open 5 and up. I even say 3 and up. 3 and up. You done had it for so long. Do not cut it off. Just pay it off. And like I said, add something, $50 or $100 less. Something, if the hard times hit, you can still pay it. And then that's something like Netflix or something like that. You can pay $8, $10 a month. If something happened and you lose your job or something. Something manageable that you can charge onto those old cards once you pay it off. So the next one, what is it? Types of debt. 10%, which is something the banks really just look at. It's really not, the banks just want to know, they just want to compare and see what type of loans that you done had, or what type of debt you occurred in your life. That's all. You can't really do nothing about that. So they're just trying to see, if I give you a $10,000 loan, what else have you had that was this expensive and you paid back? And if you had nothing, they would probably ask for something, probably like your rent or your car note, or something in your past that is not really, like, you can prove that you paid it, but it's not really on your credit score. So yeah, that's one. The next one is how many times somebody other than you then looked at your credit score. That's your how many times another creditor looked at your credit score. That's another 10%. Y'all, that is so important. Don't let anybody and everybody look at your credit stuff, because every time somebody else looks at it, is bringing your credit score down. And every time they look at it, it stays on your credit score for 2 years. 2 years. And you don't want that. So anybody who is not you looking at your credit score, it stays on your credit score for 2 years, and you don't want that. So because banks look at, you asking them for $10,000, they denied you. You asked for them for $10,000, they denied you. You asked them for $10,000. You're desperate for money. Why are you desperate for money? No, we're not giving you nothing, because it sounds like you're in a financial need, and then you're not gonna pay us back. So no, do not let anybody. I don't care if it's store, cards. I don't care if it's something you see online. Let me say that. When y'all sign up for free credit scores and stuff like Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Discovery Scorecard, any of those online credit report things that you look for, that you get on, do not, I really have to tell people who are new to internet. I know the younger people know a lot more about technology than the older generation, but do not, do not, do not, do not, do not click on there where they say, hey, this card looks good for your credit score. Hey, this card looks good for your credit score. This loan will get you approved. No, do not do that, because when you click on that from that website, they automatically have all your information for the rest of your life, and they automatically gonna require a credit report all the time, whenever they want to, because you gave them permission to look at it. And every time you sign up for one of those things, that's how the websites get paid. You're not trying to, they working together. They know you're going to click it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. They know your address for life. They know your phone number for life. They know all the things about you for life. And that's not a good thing. If I'll mention that after I get done with the credit stuff. But I'll tell you in a minute why that's not a good thing. One is because they'll bug you if you owe them. And two, they will always know where you stay, and they can get their money from you. So, but anyway. So, like I said, let's recap. Payment history, 35% of your credit score. 30% of your credit score is your usage. 15% is your length of credit. Type of debt is 10%. And whoever is looking at your credit score who is not you, that's another 10%. Which 10% can drag your credit score down. Okay? So now since I broke that down, you kind of see which area you need to focus on. That's great. So let's get down to, I guess, FYIs, tips, and all that stuff. But hold on, wait 1 second. Okay, let me break down the credit score. Let me get this right. An A++ is a 750 and up. Okay? An A+ is 680. A 680 through 750. And A to a B+ is 620 to a 680. B+ to a B- is 580 to 620. C to a D is 550 to 580. And poor F is 550 to 300. So if you didn't know where you at, don't know or didn't know where you at. If you don't know where you at, you can also go to Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Discovery Scorecard, or you can just go online and order your annual credit report. Make sure it's .gov, the website that you're on. When you order that, .gov. Always, when you're dealing with your finances or dealing with anything with states or anything like that, I advise you to not go on anything other than it says .gov. And if you can't find anything that you're looking for, just Googling it, go to the IRS page, and they have links to everything that you need. Financial, taxes, anything financial. Do not go on anything financial sharing your information if it's a .com, other than, Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, and Discovery Scorecard. And when you on there, like I said, do not sign up for anything on there. Nothing. They're going to flash it in your face. Sign up for this, sign up for this, this card is good for you. This loan is good for you. Do not sign up for that stuff, okay? Just get your free stuff and move it along. Sign out. You know your credit score. Boom. Okay. So, got that out the way. So, like I said, FYIs, myths, tips, secrets, however you want to say this, the next session. And let me see if I need to answer that question. So, okay. I don't know. There we go. Yes, I answered that question for you. Does your credit score decrease every time you check it? Oh, no. Every time you check it? No. Every time somebody else other than you check it, it decreases. So, don't let nobody check your stuff, okay? So, okay. Here's some things. Here's the secret, okay? Now, listen close. This is the time to tag people. This is the time to invite, however you do. This is the time to engage. This is the time to learn, because I know some of y'all didn't know, and now you know. You're about to know. So, let me start off with this. The people y'all are paying to fix your credit scores are a legit business, yes. But some of them are legit, not all of them are legit. And this is why I say, before you give anybody your money, research them. Because there's laws and regulations for credit repairs, and not all of them will follow. Like contracts. They're supposed to send you some paperwork, contracts saying what they do, how much they charge, whether they guarantee you, what they don't guarantee, location, address, all that, time, you know, where they at, location, what all they will do, won't do. A nice contract for you, and you're supposed to sign off for them to do the work. And I guess you're supposed to exchange all that stuff. But the key is, here's the secret or whatever. You're not supposed to pay them until they complete the work. Did y'all know that? That is a state law, national law, federal law, wherever that is. You're not supposed to pay them until they complete the work. So I know some of y'all done paid them before they even did the work. And see, and that's why your credit is still where it's at. It probably raised about 20 points, and that's it. No, You could have did the work yourself. Did it at home. It's not that hard. You just have to have the patience and get your stuff in order. If you really want it bad enough, you'll get your stuff in order. Like I said, if you really want some help, you'll find somebody who can help you. And quick fix is not going to fix the root problem. Like I keep preaching. This quick fix is not going to fix the problem. So, that's a myth. That you have to pay them first, and then they do the work. And then, no. You keep sending them money. No. And another one is anyone who flashes, we'll remove your your student loans. That's a lie. That is federal loans. You cannot remove federal loans. That is a federal contract. You cannot remove that. You can't. You can go to a lawyer who's $1 million lawyer, and he's not going to remove your student loans. So a credit repair is not going to remove your student loans. You're just going to have to go to the .gov and figure out how you can set up those arrangements to either pay them, or, you know, if you're going through hard times, get it down to zero. It's ways to do it. Like I said, if you come to me for free service, I can help you out with that too. You know, I'm trying to help y'all. I told you I can help y'all. So, like I said, you're wasting your time with credit repairs. I'm sorry to tell you. Unless you're going to pay good money, lawyers, to, like, do some bankruptcy or something like that, you waste your time with credit repairs. So, but another myth, situation, secret. No, this is a secret. Secret. So if you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so on your credit history or, you know, stuff like that, you look at it and you're like, oh, this right here, this collection, this something is like 10 years old and I need to pay it off. Actually and truly, the creditor is only looking at the current 2 years of debt. If it's still open, it's just making sure that you paid in the last 2 years on time, and that's it. Anything past, prior to the 2 years, they're really not looking at. So if you open up something and you paying on it, like missing payments or something like that, yeah, they're going to be looking at that because you just opened it up within that 2 years. So they're going to be looking at that and be like, you're not paying your stuff on time. But anything that you did 5 years ago and you wasn't paying it on time, they're not looking at that. They're just looking at that 2 years time from the day you go in there 2 years back. That's it. So all those people who were like, I got a collection that's 10 years old, how I just need to go back and go pay that? No, do not open that back up. Let it be. That is one thing that a credit repair is, a good credit repair company is, if you have an old account, closed account, they can go back and get that fixed for you. If it's old and closed and then charged off for collection stage and it's old, it's not active at all, they can get rid of that. But anything current in like the 2 years and you have it open and you've been making either good decisions about history payment or bad decision about history payments or usage, that's all the banks are looking at or creditors are looking at. So you're good. But I just say, do not open up anything that's old because it will be bumped back up into the 2 years. So you don't want to do that. So leave old news, okay? So another little tip. Creditors can cancel, increase, and they can cancel and increase your rate if you pay late, or if you are paying late to another bank. See, that's what the funny thing about credit. Once you apply for, like I said, once you apply for something, they have all your history until the day you die, because they're going to find out where you stay, where you live, where all your stuff. And that's another thing. Every time you let somebody who's not you look at your information, even if you moved and like change your phone number, and then when you get to this new location, you have somebody look at your credit score and say, hey, I'm about to get this store card, and you put all your information, your brand new information on there. The credit people who you were trying to dodge now know all your new information because they are pulling your stuff and they will forever have your information. So that's why I say, don't let nobody check your credit score if it's not you, especially if you on a path of trying to delete debts and trying to negotiate. Don't let nobody pull your credit, okay? But like I said, creditors can increase your rates and they can cancel your cards based off another bank's relationship. Saying, okay, I got a card, bam, I have a $5,000 limit, and I have it as, like I said earlier, I got Netflix on it, and I'm paying it off on my account every month. It's a good card. I'm in good standing with this card. But I have this other card that's open and is maxed out. It's $5,000 and it's maxed out $5,000. And I haven't paid them in like 6 months. I haven't paid them in another 6 months, a year. They still trying to call and collect it, but you know, I'm not trying to pay that debt. What's wrong with the folks? I'm not trying to pay that debt. You know, I ain't trying to set them. You know, I'm not trying to pay $5,000 back. I ain't got the money. You saying? You know, I ain't got the money. So what they can do is, okay, you're not gonna pay your money back. Okay, close that account, charge it off to a collection agency, and then when your card that you have over here that you just got the little $8 coming off from Netflix and it's in good standing, it's under the 30%, you're just lovely with it, they can decide, okay, let's pull her information for the month. Let's see how she's doing with the rest of the banks. Oh, we see that she didn't pay them. She must be going through some financial troubles. Okay, let's cancel this because we don't need her maxing out this card now that she ain't got that card and she ain't got the funds to pay them. So we can shut this card off. And next thing you know, you're going to swipe that lovely card because this is the day you just needed some groceries and you're going to the grocery store and you're going to swipe this card. And they said, no ma'am, this is decline. You said, what? No, this is not decline, you know. Yes, this is decline. So you call them, they're like, yes, we cut this off because it looks like you can't make your payments on time. And you're like, what you mean? I got it automatically out of my account. I'm making it on time. What are you talking about? And it's like they tell you because of your relationship with another bank that you didn't pay them, so we found that you can't pay us neither. So how could you pay us if you can't pay them? So they cut it off. Bam. They have the right to. It's their money. So, yeah, that's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. Creditors can increase it or they can cut off the card anytime they want to and then make you pay for it. Yeah, that's a tip. So, another one. Never co-sign. Never co-sign. Never co-sign. Never co-sign. Never co-sign. Because you are responsible, just like the other person who you co-sign for is responsible for the debts. And any bad habits that they have, you say you co-sign and they didn't pay it on time, that goes on your credit too. Yes. So never co-sign. Never. 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 Never co-sign. You don't want to take on somebody else's responsibilities for something they have no control over. So, say if they lose their job and you have a good job and now you got to fit this in your budget, but you can't fit it in your budget. So now you stuck with a debt. So first thing is going to go on your information or on your credit report. So don't do it. Another one. What's the name? Oh yeah, secured cards. If you're going to get a credit card, I suggest you get a secured card. The secured card is, you need to make sure you get it with your bank or just your bank. Just get it with your bank. Make sure you get it with your bank. Get a secured card. A secured card is saying, okay, you have a relationship with your bank and they say, okay, you want a secured card, put up $500 for the secured card. And so what they're going to do is take the $500, give you a card, they're going to hold that $500, and you're going to leave the credit usage under 30% for at least 6 to a year. And this is the quickest way to get good credit and also get a credit card without them. Remember, we said checking somebody other than you, checking your credit score is really bad and negative on your credit score. So they actually give you, after 6 to a year, 6 months to a year, after then they actually do not pull your credit score, but also give you a regular bank credit card. So you're not any longer secure, you're unsecured now. So now they give you a new credit limit, which is they give you back your $500 on your limit, and they probably give you what, $2,000, probably $1,000 of unsecured money, which does not mean you go and max it out because now they gave me a credit card. No, that means you still keep it under 30% of usage. So that is the quickest way to get your credit score up and get bank's trust too, is putting up your own money and then putting it as 30% usage. 30% usage. 30% usage. Do not go over 30%. But that is the quickest way to gain their trust and for you to trust yourself too. So next is I'm almost done. But I also wanted to throw these things at you too. Is every time somebody looks at your account, your credit score, it takes 2 years to remove it, and the banks and everything is going to see who's been pulling your stuff. Another one is any bankruptcy lasts 10 years on your account. So that's why I say, if you are in the process of trying to decide if you want bankrupt or not, please talk to somebody first before you do that, because it's some tips and guidance and some little things you can do before you file that can also be beneficial to you. And even if you go through with it or you don't, it's always some answer for it, some loopholes through that. So that's why I said, if you are thinking about doing that, come to me. I can help you through that. And any tax liens on your credit report, 7 years of the date of payment, it stays on your account. Yeah. Any collections or charge-offs that are open, they stay on for 7 years. Yeah. Any other accounts that are closed stay on your account for 7 years. Yeah. Yikes. Any judgments that are on your account, they stay open from 7 years up to the entry date. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I know I talked about a lot of stuff. I can go on and on and on and on. But if you feel like tonight that you have some more questions, you can either ask me on here, or you can email me, or you can join the Financial Freedom group, private group, like I said, that I have on Facebook. And I'm also going to be sharing some more stuff about credit on there, and we're going to have an open discussion about it, try to help each other get that financial, strength that we need from one another, because everybody has financial problems or they don't. There's no in between. You either have it or you don't. And like I said, if you're depending on loans and you're depending on your family, you're depending on credit cards, if you're depending on your student loans, if you're depending on any other thing, then your savings to get you by, then you're in financial struggles. Okay? So yeah, people in that group are going to start some things, get that rolling soon. And also, like I said, you can email me if you want to set up a free trial. Like I said, the free trial is all about whatever you want as a goal, a financial goal. I'm going to help you through it. And however long it takes you, if it takes you 6 months to a year, we're going to work through it. Make sure you're comfortable with leaving that goal and put a check mark on it. I said anything financially, like I said, I'm not a credit repairer, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I can be there to help you through the journey of anything that you have going on. Like I said, if you want to plan an event and you need to budget it out, or you need to find some people who can help you throw an event, or if you need help with couponing, if you need help with budgeting, if you need help with organizing your credit stuff, or you just need help organizing your bills, period. If you need help on if you need to do bankruptcy or not, anything that you need help on, I'm here. Like I said, if you want to ask questions now, please ask. I'm here. And I hope that y'all can go back and look at this and be like, that is exactly what I need, and that's what I need to work on. So even if you don't get the free trial, here's a free video on about how to get your credit right, and know what you need to work on. And like I said, if you want to figure out how to fix your credit and do it yourself, I can tell you in more detail if you just sign up for the free trial, and we can get that started. And I promise you, it's not that hard. You just have to be willing and wanting to change your financial situation. No matter how big, how small it is, we can do it. And I'm ready to help. So, like I said, you can email me, you can ask questions right now, or you can join the group where I further explain topic about credit, or you can just leave it alone and just avoid it for the rest of your life. Either way you go, or you can pay somebody to go fix your credit for you and have to do that every year, however you feel like you need to do. But I'm telling you, I'm here trying to give free service, free tips, free, knowledge, and so that you can work on it for yourself, so you can make yourself feel, empowered to, continue the journey of, opening up multiple incomes, building wealth, all the other stuff that comes with it once you get yourself, figured out. So, any questions? If you're watching and not clicked in, if you have any questions, just ask me. Also tag anyone, invite anyone to the video. If you want to comment later, you can do that also. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can freely ask. But if you have any questions, I'm here. Ask any questions. Well, let me see. I hope I didn't miss anybody's questions already. Nobody asked questions. But, like I said, if you have any questions, ask now, or email me, or join the group. I advise, if you're really trying to get down and dirty about your finances, and if you don't want to meet me one-on-one, you just feel like a support group is better for you, then join my financial freedom group. Just type it in. It's going to say Ericka Hubbard, financial coach. Join that, answer a few questions, and you can join. But I'm hoping somebody has a question before I leave. But literally nobody has questions, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go back here and watch it. It's a lot of information, and get your pen and pencil down and write this down. If you save it, and you know, it's really going to help you. I promise you that if you start working on this by yourself, at home, with your friends, your family, whoever you need. But thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for watching and sharing and posting and commenting. And y'all are so appreciated. And stay tuned for events and launching dates and all type of stuff that's coming up. I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to jam pack into August, and I'm going to get it. And y'all just stay tuned. Alright, y'all. Good night.